Come closer and sit by the fire with me for a moment, because the heat you feel radiating from the embers is nothing compared to the fire that is burning inside your soul right now as we step into the 24th and 25th of November. You might think that the storm has passed because the peak of the 23rd is behind us, but I am here to tell you that for you specifically born under the sign of the Ram, the real work and the true awakening is actually just beginning to settle into your bones. The universe does not operate on a switch that turns on and off instantly, but rather it moves like the great tides of the ocean or the slow burning of a forest that clears the way for new life. And these 48 hours are crucial for integrating the massive power that has just been unlocked in the cosmos. Your ruler Mars is currently shouting from the heavens and playing a central role in a cosmic drama that involves your very destiny and the direction of your soul. So you must listen carefully to what the wind is whispering. It is not a time to run blindly forward as you sometimes love to do, but a time to stand still in the eye of the hurricane and understand the weapons you have been given. The energy of the Sun in Sagittarius sextiling Pluto has opened a portal that is still very much active and vibrating in the air around you, changing the very molecular structure of your reality and asking you to shed the skin that no longer fits your expanding spirit. To seal this pact with the universe and acknowledge the power coursing through your veins, I want you to pause right now and go to the comments and write this affirmation. I am the master of my destiny, and I courageously embrace the new version of myself that is emerging. Now that you have set that intention, let us look at the landscape of these 2 days, because the 24th of November is carrying a vibration that feels like electricity trapped under the skin, waiting for a release point. While others might be waking up on this Sunday, feeling a bit dazed or confused, you are feeling a specific kind of tension that is centering around your identity and your purpose, because the Sun, which represents your conscious will, is still holding hands with Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth. For you as an Aries, this is happening in a harmonious angle that suggests the changes coming are not here to destroy you, but to empower you in ways you have not yet imagined. Think of a sword being forged in the fire where the metal must be heated until it glows white hot before it can be reshaped into something sharper and stronger. And that is exactly where you are right now, in the forge of the cosmos. The 24th of November is the day where the intense download of energy from the previous day begins to filter down into your actual life and your daily routine, making you question things that you previously accepted as normal. You might find yourself looking at your job or your relationship or even the way you handle your finances and suddenly realizing that the old way of doing things is simply not acceptable anymore. Not because it is bad, but because you have outgrown it overnight. This sensation is coming from the deep transformative energy of Pluto, activating your sector of future visions and community, while the Sun illuminates your house of higher learning and philosophy. It is a combination that makes you hunger for truth, and not just the superficial truth that people tell at dinner parties, but the deep, raw, and sometimes uncomfortable truth that lies at the bottom of the well. As we move through the hours of Sunday, you will feel a pull between the desire to act and the need to reflect, which is created by your ruling planet Mars, currently in Sagittarius, forming a very tense and karmic square with the lunar nodes. This is perhaps the most critical aspect for you to understand during this 48-hour window, because Mars, is the planet that fuels your engine and gives you the courage to wake up in the morning and fight for what you want. However, right now, Mars is standing at a crossroads caught between the South Node in Virgo, which represents your past patterns of perfectionism and overthinking, and the North Node in Pisces, which is calling you toward a future of spiritual surrender and trust. This friction is creating a sensation in your body that might feel like restlessness or an inability to sit still, because your soul knows that a decision must be made, and it must be made soon. You are being asked to stop analyzing every single detail of your life and to stop trying to control every outcome with your mind, because that is the trap of the South Node. And instead, you are being challenged to take a leap of faith into the unknown waters of the North Node. This is terrifying for the part of you that wants to win and wants to be first. But the old man tells you that true victory sometimes comes from surrender and from trusting that the universe will catch you when you jump. On the 24th and continuing into the 25th of November, you might experience situations where you are forced to choose between the safe, calculated path and the risky, intuitive path. And the stars are screaming at you to trust your gut feeling, even if it makes no logical sense. The energy of Mars in Sagittarius is adventurous and bold, and it does not want to be fenced in by the petty details or the criticisms of others, so you might feel a sudden urge to break free from any situation that feels restrictive or suffocating. This could manifest in your conversations, where you suddenly speak a truth that you have been holding back for months, or in your actions where you decide to abruptly change course on a project or a plan that no longer resonates with your heart. The 25th of November brings a deepening of this energy as the moon moves and triggers different emotional responses within you, making the need for authenticity even more urgent. You must understand that this is not just about being impulsive or reckless, but about aligning your actions with a higher frequency of truth that has been unlocked by the Sun-Pluto Portal. The transformation you are undergoing is not superficial, it is cellular, and it is changing the way you project yourself into the world. People who have known you for years might look at you during these 2 days and feel like they are seeing a stranger, not because you look different, but because your energy field has shifted and you are vibrating at a level that commands a different kind of respect. Mercury is also a key player in this story, as it is currently retrograde in the intense sign of Scorpio, and for you this is happening in your 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and deep psychological transformation. Mercury retrograde often gets a bad reputation for causing delays and misunderstandings, but in Scorpio, it acts like a master detective or a psychic archaeologist, digging up the bones of the past so that they can be properly laid to rest. During these 48 hours, you might find that secrets are revealed or that hidden motivations come to light, especially in matters regarding money or close personal relationships. You might have a conversation with a partner or a business associate where the subtext is far more important than the actual words being spoken, and because your intuition is heightened, you will be able to read between the lines with scary accuracy. This is a time to pay attention to your dreams and to the flashes of insight that come to you when you are quiet, because Mercury is trying to show you where you have been leaking power. Have you been giving away your energy to people who do not deserve it? Or have you been holding on to grudges that are poisoning your own well? The 24th and 25th offer you a chance to reclaim that power and to call back your energy from the past. You might feel a strong desire to purge your physical space or to settle debts, Not just financial debts, but energetic debts, where you forgive yourself and others, so that you can move forward without the heavy baggage of the past. The connection between Mercury and Venus in Scorpio adds a layer of intensity to your interactions, making superficial small talk almost unbearable for you right now. You want deep connection. You want to look into someone's soul and see what is written there. And you want to be seen in return with all your scars and all your glory. If you are in a relationship, these 2 days could bring a pivotal moment of honesty where you finally say what needs to be said, and this could either deepen the bond significantly or reveal that the connection has run its course. Do not be afraid of the ending, because as I have told you many times, every ending is just the prologue to a new beginning, and the universe is clearing space for something that matches your new vibration. The financial aspect of these days is also quite significant, because with the Sun in your 9th house and Pluto in your 11th, transforming your long-term goals, you are starting to see money not just as currency, but as energy that allows you to fulfill your mission. You might have a sudden realization about how you can monetize your unique talents, or how you can restructure your investments to support the freedom you so desperately crave. The retrograde motion of Mercury suggests that this is a good time to review your financial strategies and to look for hidden resources that you may have overlooked before, perhaps an old idea that can be revived, or a skill that you have undervalued. As we navigate the hours of the 24th, you need to be very conscious of your physical body, because the amount of high-frequency energy pouring through your system can be exhausting if you do not ground yourself properly. Your head might be buzzing with ideas, and your heart might be racing with the anticipation of the new, but your feet need to be planted firmly on the earth. I suggest that you take time during these days to walk in nature, to touch the soil, or simply to sit in silence and breathe, because this will help you integrate the electrical surges of insight without burning out your nervous system. The grand water trine, involving Jupiter-Saturn and the Mercury-Venus conjunction, is acting as a safety net for you, providing emotional resilience and intuitive guidance amidst the fire and air energy that is dominating your chart. This water energy is subtle but powerful, and it reminds you that it is okay to feel vulnerable, and it is okay to rest. You do not always have to be the warrior on the front lines. Sometimes the greatest strength is shown in the moments of quiet reflection and emotional honesty. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer is nurturing your emotional foundations and reminding you that your true security comes from within, not from external achievements, while Saturn in Pisces is helping you give structure to your spiritual growth. This means that during the 24th and 25th, you can create a container for your transformation so that it does not overwhelm you. You might feel a sense of nostalgia or a connection to your ancestors during this time, as if those who came before you are standing behind you and whispering their wisdom into your ear. Listen to them, for they have walked this path before, and they know the terrain of the soul better than you do. The tension from Mars squaring the nodes will feel like a pulled rubber band ready to snap, and you must channel this energy into constructive action rather than reactive anger. If you feel irritation rising, which is very possible for an Aries under this influence, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is this anger trying to show me? Usually it is showing you a boundary that has been crossed or a need that is not being met, and instead of exploding, you can use the sharpness of your mind to cut through the confusion and address the root cause. The 25th of November will bring a slight shift in the atmosphere as the initial shock of the portal opening begins to settle into a steady hum of potential. You will start to see the practical applications of the insights you received, and you will begin to understand how to weave these new threads into the tapestry of your daily life. It is a day for strategic planning, but not from the mind alone, rather from the heart and the gut combined. You are being asked to be the architect of your new reality and to lay the bricks one by one with intention and focus. The universe is supporting you, but it requires your participation and your willingness to show up, even when you are unsure of the outcome. This is the essence of the warrior spirit, not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. As the hours tick by, you might notice synchronicities that seem too perfect to be coincidences, like seeing repeating numbers, or hearing a song that has a specific message for you, or running into someone who has the exact piece of information you needed. Pay close attention to these signs, because they are the breadcrumbs that the universe is leaving for you to follow. The connection between your ruling planet Mars and the Sun is supportive in a way that fuels your confidence, but you must be careful not to become arrogant or to run over others in your haste to get to the finish line. Remember that everyone is fighting their own battle and everyone is experiencing this intense energy in their own way. So practice a little bit of patience and compassion, even if it feels foreign to your nature. The influence of Pluto in your 11th house suggests that your transformation is also linked to your social circle and your community. You might realize that you no longer resonate with certain groups of people, or that you are being called to lead a new tribe of like-minded souls. This is a natural part of the evolution process, and you should not cling to the past out of loyalty if it is holding you back from your destiny. The 24th and 25th are days to observe who is standing with you in the fire and who is backing away, because those who can stand the heat are the ones who are meant to walk with you into the future. Do not judge those who cannot follow you. Just bless them and release them with love. The power of your words is magnified during this time, thanks to the Mercury Retrograde in Scorpio. So be very careful what you say and how you say it, because your words can either heal or destroy right now. If you have been avoiding a difficult conversation these 48 hours, provide the cosmic support to have it, but do it with the intention of truth and liberation, not punishment. The energy is ripe for clearing the air and for cutting the cords that have been draining your vitality. As you move through the 25th, specifically pay attention to your financial intuition. There is a strong possibility of a shift in your perception of value. You might decide to invest in yourself in a way you never have before, whether it is through education or therapy, or simply taking time off to recalibrate. The universe is asking you to bet on yourself and to trust that you are your greatest asset. The fear of scarcity might rear its ugly head, but that is just the shadow of the South Node trying to keep you small, and you must recognize it for what it is, a ghost from the past that has no power over you unless you give it power. You are an Aries, the pioneer of the zodiac, and you are built to break new ground and to go where others are afraid to tread. So use these 2 days to redefine what success means to you. Is it the money in the bank, or is it the freedom to wake up every day and live according to your own rules? The stars are aligning to help you achieve both if you are brave enough to do the inner work. The physical sensations you might experience during these days include heat in the body, especially in the head or the solar plexus, as well as a feeling of vibration or buzzing in your limbs. This is simply the physical manifestation of the energetic upgrade you are receiving. So drink plenty of water and move your body to help the energy circulate. Do not repress the energy, or it will turn into anxiety or headaches. Dance, run, shout into a pillow. Do whatever you need to do to let the energy flow through you. The night of the 24th, leading into the morning of the 25th, is a particularly potent time for dream work. Before you go to sleep, ask your higher self to show you the next step on your path, and keep a journal by your bed to record whatever comes through. You might wake up with a solution to a problem that has been plaguing you for weeks, or with a sense of peace that you cannot explain. This is the gift of the portal, the clarity that comes after the storm. As the 25th progresses, you will feel a growing sense of determination. The confusion will start to lift, and you will see the path ahead with crystal clarity. It might not be the path you expected, and it might require you to leave some things behind, but you will know in your heart that it is the right path. The sun in Sagittarius is cheering you on, reminding you that life is an adventure and that the only failure is not trying. You are being invited to expand your horizons, to learn something new, to travel either physically or metaphorically to a place you have never been before. Do not let the heavy energy of the world drag you down. You are a fire sign, and your job is to burn bright and to illuminate the darkness for others. The Mars square nodes aspect is also a test of your leadership. Are you leading from the ego, or are you leading from the soul? The world needs the latter, and you are being prepared to step into a role of greater responsibility. This might feel heavy at times, but remember that you were born for this. You have the strength of the ram and the wisdom of the ancients encoded in your DNA. As you navigate these 48 hours, keep your eyes open for the unexpected. Pluto loves to throw curveballs, and with the sun involved, these surprises are likely to be illuminating. You might discover a hidden talent or a passion that you didn't know you had. Follow that thread wherever it leads. The Mercury-Venus conjunction in Scorpio is also activating your desire nature. You know what you want, but do you believe you deserve it? These days are about dismantling the belief systems that tell you that you are not enough, or that you have to settle for less than your heart's desire. That is a lie, and the universe is here to help you shatter it. The transformative power of this time is available to everyone, but not everyone will use it. Many will sleep through this portal or distract themselves with noise, but you are here reading this, which means you are ready. You are ready to do the work and to face the shadow and to come out the other side stronger and more radiant than before. The 24th is the day of integration, and the 25th is the day of application. Use the 24th to feel and to process, and use the 25th to plan and to act. Do not rush the process. Let the feelings come up and look them in the eye. If sadness arises, let it flow. If anger arises, let it burn. If joy arises, let it fill you up. Everything is welcome in the house of the soul. The connection between your ruler Mars and the North Node is pulling you towards a spiritual destiny that involves surrendering control and trusting in a higher power. This is the hardest lesson for an Aries, because you want to be the driver of the car, but sometimes you have to let the universe take the wheel. This does not mean giving up, it means flowing with the current instead of swimming against it. When you align your will with the divine will, you become unstoppable. The obstacles that seemed insurmountable suddenly dissolve, and the doors that were locked suddenly swing open. This is the magic of the flow state, and you can access it during these 2 days if you can get out of your own way. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. And right now, your mind might be trying to convince you that change is dangerous. Thank your mind for trying to protect you, but tell it that you are safe and that you are guided. The energy of the 24th and 25th is also very conducive to healing old wounds, specifically those related to your sense of self-worth and your right to exist. You do not have to earn your place in this world. You were born worthy. Let that truth sink into your bones. As we continue to explore the nuances of these 48 hours, it is important to mention the influence of Saturn in Pisces, which is forming a supportive aspect to the personal planets. Saturn is the taskmaster and the builder, and in Pisces, he is helping you build castles in the sky that have solid foundations on the earth. This means that your dreams are not just fantasies, they are blueprints for your future reality. Take your dreams seriously during this time. Write them down, draw them, speak them into existence. The universe is listening, and it is ready to co-create with you. But remember, co-creation requires action. You cannot just sit on the couch and wait for your life to change. You have to take the first step, and then the next, and the next. The energy of Mars is all about movement, so move. Even if it is a small movement, it signals to the universe that you are ready for change. The 25th of November might bring a challenge that tests your resolve. Do not be discouraged. This is just the universe checking to see if you are serious about your transformation. Stand your ground and stay true to your values. The challenge is not there to stop you, it is there to strengthen you. Every hero faces a trial before they can claim the treasure, and you are the hero of your own story. The narrative is being rewritten right now, and you hold the pen. What kind of story do you want to write? Is it a tragedy or a triumph? Is it a story of fear or a story of love? The choice is yours, and the time to choose is now. The astrological weather is intense, but you are built for intensity. You thrive in the heat of battle, and this is a battle for your soul. Do not be afraid of the intensity, embrace it. Let it purify you and refine you. The gold must go through the fire to become pure, and you are becoming gold. The 24th and 25th are days of alchemy, where the lead of your old life is being transmuted into the gold of your new life. It is a messy process, and it is not always comfortable, but the result is worth it. You will look back on these days and realize that this was the turning point. This was the moment when you decided to stop playing small and to step into your greatness. The voices of doubt may still be whispering, but they are getting quieter, and the voice of your soul is getting louder. Listen to that voice. It knows the way home. The retrograde motion of Mercury is also a time to reconnect with people from your past who may have played a significant role in your journey. This doesn't necessarily mean you have to let them back into your life, but you might need to process the lessons they taught you. Sometimes a person appears in our life just to hold a mirror up to us, and once we have seen what we need to see, their role is done. Gratitude is a powerful tool for closure. Thank them for the lesson and release them. This frees up energy for the new people who are waiting to enter your life. The 25th brings a vibration of potentiality where anything feels possible. The heavy lifting of the portal is done, and now comes the integration. It is like the calm after the storm. where the air is fresh and the world looks new. Take a deep breath and fill your lungs with this new air. You are alive and you are here, and that is a miracle. Do not take it for granted. The simple act of breathing is a spiritual practice if you do it with awareness. So breathe. Breathe in the possibility and breathe out the fear. Breathe in the courage and breathe out the doubt. You are doing great. I know it feels hard sometimes, but you are doing the work and the universe sees you. The sextile between the Sun and Pluto is a long-lasting influence that will color the rest of your year. It gives you the stamina and the focus to achieve your goals. It is a relentless energy that does not give up, and neither should you. If you fall down, get back up. If you fail, try again. That is the Aries way. You are the ram that climbs the mountain, and you do not stop until you reach the peak. But remember to enjoy the view along the way. Do not be so focused on the destination that you miss the beauty of the journey. The 24th and 25th are beautiful days if you look at them with the right eyes. There is beauty in the struggle and there is beauty in the growth. Even the pain has a beauty to it, because it shows you that you are alive and that you are capable of feeling deeply. Do not numb yourself to the experience. Feel it all, the highs and the lows, the joy and the sorrow. It is all part of the human experience, and it is all sacred. The nodes of the moon are highlighting your axis of service and spirituality. This suggests that your transformation is not just about you, it is about how you can serve the world. When you heal yourself, you heal the world because we are all connected. Your light helps others to see in the dark. So shine your light bright. Do not hide it under a bushel. The world needs your fire. It needs your passion and your courage and your truth. Be the leader you were born to be. The 24th pushes you to finalize the internal agreements you have made with yourself, while the 25th asks you to sign the contract with your actions. It is a seamless transition from the internal to the external. The inner world creates the outer world, so if you want to change your reality, change your mind. The Mercury Retrograde is helping you to do just that by showing you the outdated scripts that are running in your subconscious. Rewrite the script. Tell a new story, a story of power and possibility. The energy of the cosmos is neutral. It is up to you how you use it. You can use it to destroy, or you can use it to create. Choose creation. Choose life. The aspect between Mars and the nodes is also about timing. Divine timing. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You are not late and you are not early. You are right on time. The delays and the detours were necessary to get you to this point. Do not regret the past. It made you who you are, and who you are is magnificent. The 24th and 25th of November are a celebration of your becoming, a celebration of the warrior who has laid down his sword to pick up the lantern. You are still a warrior, but now you fight with love instead of fear. You fight for the truth instead of the ego. This is the evolution of the archetype. This is the maturity of the soul. As the moon moves through the zodiac, it triggers different parts of your chart, adding flavor to the days. On the 24th, the focus is on the details and the daily habits, while on the 25th, the focus shifts to relationships and balance. Use the energy of the 24th to get organized and the energy of the 25th to connect. It is a perfect rhythm of work and play, of solitude and connection. Flow with it. Do not resist the natural cycles. The universe is dancing, and you are invited to join the dance. But you have to let go of your stiffness and your need to control the steps. Just listen to the music and move your feet. The music of the spheres is playing a symphony of transformation, and your soul knows the melody. Sing along. Let your voice be heard. You have a unique frequency that adds to the harmony of the whole. Without your note, the song is incomplete. So sing. Sing your truth. Sing your pain. Sing your joy. Sing it all. The 24th and 25th are your stage. The spotlight is on you. What will you perform? Will it be a tragedy or a masterpiece? The audience is waiting. The stars are watching. Make it count. As the sun begins to set on the 25th, you will feel a sense of accomplishment. You made it through the portal. You faced the fire and you survived. Not only did you survive, you thrived. You are stronger now, wiser, more grounded. The work is not done, of course, the work is never really done. But you have reached a milestone. Celebrate it. Acknowledge yourself. Be proud of yourself. I am proud of you. I see the effort you are putting in, and I honor it. The path of the spiritual warrior is not easy, but it is the only path worth walking. Keep walking, one step in front of the other. The destination is not a place, it is a state of being, and you are getting closer every day. The energy of Pluto is slow but deep. It works on the roots, so do not expect instant results on the surface. Trust that the work is happening underground. The seed has been planted, and it is germinating in the dark soil of your soul. Soon it will break through the surface and reach for the sun. But for now, be patient with the process. Be patient with yourself. You are growing. You are evolving. You are becoming. The 24th and 25th of November are just 2 days in a lifetime, but they are pivotal days. They are days when the timeline shifts, when the future is rewritten, when the impossible becomes possible. Believe in the magic. Believe in yourself.